Okay, welcome everybody back to the episode 4 of Grand Marshal Tournament. I'm here with my best friend and co-commentator, UsernameHere, and he could take it
Howdy.
away.
Good day, everyone. My name is UsernameHere. I will be your co-commentator with my good buddy boy pal Devyon, and we are going to be observing episode 4, rounds, I believe, 10, 11, and 12 of this Grand Marshal Tournament. So let us go through our competitors that will be competing for the right to be called the Grand Marshal Champion, or the Champion Marshal, I guess.
So starting off as usual, we have the Gavril Barstow, which is the runner card that's been used so far for the past 3 episodes, and yeah, we could have Username introduce the rest of them.
In our first position, the champion of round 6, the car that avoided elimination in episode 2, we have the Mississippi State Trooper Interceptor, sporting a very nice two-tone blue color scheme with a little bit of red. Going to be seeing if he can take advantage of that pole position to gather more points for himself. Sliding over into the second position is the Police Interceptor car, current leader with 3 points, but he is definitely going to be challenged by some of the other cars in this tournament. The Transit Police car, for example, is a hefty competitor, as well as the NYPD Auxiliary and some of the other cars. Over in the third position, Fairhaven City. Amazing performance in the last episode, fighting tooth and nail to not get eliminated. An effort that has been recognized by us, the commentators, and he has not been eliminated this game. And sliding over into the fourth position, the Gavril show car representing Gavril itself. We're just kidding, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like we have a shipment from overseas. It is our new competitor, ladies and gentlemen, the French National Police car on his side a little bit. Give it a second. There we go. There you go. Here he is in all his glory. Lost his life car, but that's fine. Here's the French National Police car in all his glory, because the Gavril show car, much to the protest of the Gavril CEO, was eliminated in the previous episode. In the fifth position, ladies and gentlemen, the New York City Transit Police car representing the East Coast, the city of New York, kind of, even though we still have NYPD Auxiliary. And also the champion of the East Coast Division, I believe, in the 15-round tournament. I mentioned that every episode. I think you guys get it out. But anyway, yes, Transit Police, former champion with 2 points now. Can he stand up to the Police Interceptor, which is currently in the lead with 3 points? There is only one way to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Over in the sixth position is the LCPD Beta car, hailing from the Beta of Grand Theft Auto 3 before it was replaced with the generic LAPD Black, White, Black following 9/11. He did manage to win a round last episode, so congratulations to him, a strong newcomer, but will he be able to keep up that momentum and steam here in this episode? Seventh position, ladies and gentlemen, the modern-day NYPD Auxiliary Interceptor with a few points himself. Let me just check my notes, see how many points. 2 points he has. 2 points he has, currently tied with him with the Transit Police. So it looks like a battle for second place, ladies and gentlemen, between the New York cars. We will see if he will be able to break out in front of his competitors this game. And in our eighth and final position, representing BeamNG.drive itself, Belasco City putting up an absolutely amazing performance, fighting tooth and nail, just like Fairhaven City, battling each other, battling together to avoid elimination in the last episode, and it has paid off because the Gavril show car was the car that was chosen to be eliminated for this episode. We will, however, see if the Belasco City Police car and the Fairhaven City Police car can justify this comeback and ensure that staying in the game is not in vain. Yes. But in any event, start your engines, activate your sirens, turn on your lights, and fasten your seatbelts, because, ladies and gentlemen, round 10, we are in double digits now, kind of, because we got a 0.5 round. Double digits now, round 10, ladies and gentlemen, it's about to begin.
Off there is Mississippi Interceptor. Next should be Fairhaven. Yep, there we go. There's French Police and Transit, Beta LCPD, NYPD, and finally Belasco.
Mississippi State Trooper rounding out the ditch turn in first place as usual. Police Interceptor, though, following not far behind. Here we are at the cinematic corner, though, or at least the runner is, ladies and gentlemen. This is usually where the first changes of position take place. Mississippi stays out in front, though. Police Interceptor looks like we'll be running up in second place. Going on the inside of the turn will not lose anything, though. Fairhaven coming in. LCPD Beta going to the right side.
Maybe a hit? Oh, that's a hit.
Ramming in the French National Police car. A little bit of a foul play coming in from the LCPD Beta, I am not surprised considering it does hail from one of the most corrupt universes in all of time in the universe. Again, NYPD Auxiliary holding at 7th place, Glasgow City in 8th. And it looks like just behind the runner, there is no one behind the runner, ladies and gentlemen. So it looks like Mississippi State Trooper will have some distance to cover as well as all the other runners as we come down to this turn here at the bottom of the incline. Mississippi State Trooper rounds out the turn just fine, followed closely by Police Interceptor, Fairhaven City, Transit Police Car. Transit Police gained a few positions. French National Police now in 5th place, unfortunately, so not a very nice start for him. LCPD Beta, our dirty player, in 6th, followed by NYPD Auxiliary, and it looks like Glasgow City very far away, but rounding out our lineup of cars.
And here we see Mississippi rounding the corner, still basically the same lineup as when we started, barely any overtakes.
Transit Police still holding 4th position. French National Police trying to regain some lost ground. LCPD Beta trying to make something happen. NYPD Auxiliary. Glasgow City really lagging behind a little bit. Did a great job in the previous round at around 9 or 9.5, one of them. But not really having a great time making it happen. But ladies and gentlemen, the runner is reaching the town, and you all know what just past the town. That would be the beach turn, ladies and gentlemen. So this is where it looks like some action is going to take place. See which car. Oh, Mississippi State Trooper smashes into the runner, smashes him into the rock. Police Interceptor flies off the rock, followed closely by Fairhaven City. Transit Police Car is here, but slows down, and is the runner stopped? I can't see past the rock. The runner is on his side, ladies and gentlemen. Mississippi State Trooper screaming in for what is basically the end of the run. I would say LCPD Beta comes in. Oh my goodness, that was it. Oh, French National Police lost their position too. NYPD Auxiliary is here as well, and Glasgow City will most likely be arriving in just a second. Yeah, out of nowhere, the runner is absolutely ruined by the Mississippi State Trooper car. So excellent job to the run. Where is Glasgow? Did they crash?
We're going over to check on Velasco.
They probably screwed up on this turn like they do sometimes. Yep, I hear them. Yep, I was correct. There they are. I was correct. Anyway, so Mississippi State Trooper coming in strong after the couple-month hiatus, proving that they are actually secretly one of the most fearsome competitors in this game. Mississippi State Trooper will be given a second point. Round 10 goes to Mississippi State Trooper. How do you feel about the way that round went?
I feel like right after the long straight, once they went into town, Mississippi just gained a lot of speed and spent all that speed trying to get him into that rock right there, eventually causing this pile up, and him earning himself a point.
And what a payoff it was indeed, my friend Devion, getting all that speed and using it at the beach turn, his time to strike. A very nice job for the Mississippi State Trooper car, earning himself a second point in the tournament, making himself tied between the Transit Police car, the NYPD Auxiliary car, and is there anyone else with points? Nope, just them. So there's a three-way tie for second, ladies and gentlemen. Police Interceptor still with 3 points, but there's now a three-way tie for second. LCPD Beta, just even though the round's over, decides to bump into the Transit Police car because this guy's pretty rude.
So what do you think of the rookie's effort in his first round, the French police car?
I think he had some bad luck due to the foul play of the LCPD Beta. Clearly, the LCPD Beta car is a little bit racist or nationalist, I guess. Wants to keep this tournament all-American, doesn't want the French or anyone else to be in here. So that was extremely rude of him. I think it was just a spout of bad luck. Not everyone has beginner's luck. Not every newcomer is able to make something happen in the first round. That is the given. We'll see if he'll be able to make up for it in the next round.
Well, that concludes round 10 of this episode. On to next round. Well, that was a very chaotic first round. Right on that beach turn right there is how the chase ended. And here we are in the second round of this episode.
You can still see the smoke in the distance. Anyways, yes, here we are in the lineup for round 11, ladies and gentlemen. I honestly don't really see much of a reason to go through the cars again because that can get redundant after a while. So let's just jump right into it. Here are, ladies and gentlemen, round 11, Mississippi State Trooper, champion of the last round, followed by Police Interceptor, current leader, technically Fairhaven City, backing up for a running start. French National Police in the 4th position, seeing if he can make something happen this round. Transit Police, former champion, LTPD Beta, a bit of a dirty player. NYPD Auxiliary moving in as well, followed by Velasco City in 8th place.
Oh, we seem to have an overtake here. Interceptors overtaking Fairhaven.
Oh, correct. Wait,
what happened to Mississippi?
Fairhaven City are already up in front. What happened to Mississippi? Mississippi losing like 4 spots. What the heck? NYPD Auxiliary in the back. Must have gotten hit in the back, evidenced by the rear bumper damage. Yeah, that's weird. Police Interceptor now up in front. Fairhaven City moving in as well in 3rd place, followed by French National in 3rd. Wait, I said I'm an idiot. Transit Police in 4th. LTPD Beta now in last as we hold there. Mississippi State Trooper now in 5th. NYPD Auxiliary with the 6th place. Glasgow City in 7th. Very interesting round. The runner now coming down the incline just a little bit. Very interesting changes of position, ladies and gentlemen. I think this will definitely give us a interesting round.
Yeah, very interesting turn of events indeed, considering how many positions were changed throughout the first couple corners.
The Fairhaven City still holding that 2nd place position. I'm sorry, I said 3rd earlier. France now in the actual 3rd position. Transit Police in 4th, trying to make something happen, rounding out that turn. The runner continuing to move along. All these cars. Here comes the NYPD Auxiliary, Mississippi State Police, as well as Glasgow City. LCPD Beta rounding out the back. Carolina, Transit Police screams up ahead. Looks like another bit of a position change may occur here. Yep, Glasgow City overtakes NYPD Auxiliary, followed by LCPD Beta, I think. So NYPD Auxiliary is now in the back. Yes, there goes NYPD. There goes LCPD Beta. Runners still in. These cars are now still fiercely in pursuit of the runner. French National Police still in 3rd. By the way, not the other one. A bit of a lag there in the broadcast. Okay, nothing is bad. Runner's screaming down the straight now. Runner is now screaming down the jump straight now, falling into the forced turn here, coming into the town. Who is just behind him? Probably the Police Interceptor. Yes, here he is. Followed by Fairhaven City. They are now entering the town now, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of ground between the Transit Police car and the French National Police car between the 3rd and 4th position. That's a bit weird, but here is the runner now heading over to the beach turn. If there is someone here to capitalize on this, then we may have a winner, but no, Police Interceptor smashes into the rock and gets flipped over, ladies and gentlemen. So that is a bit of a problem for him. Fairhaven City takes advantage of it by going into the 4th place, by going into the 1st place position. French National Police now moves into the 2nd place as well. So moves into the 2nd place as well. So a very dramatic change of lineup here, ladies and gentlemen. Mississippi State Trooper moving in as well. Police Interceptor still busted, gets bumped into a little bit by NYPD Auxiliary. LTPD Beta also busted a little bit. So here's both of those cars. Right there, Transit Police moving in to see what he can do as well. What is going on over the runner's side? I want to see what the lineup is. Glasgow City is a big busted. Shipping containers, yep, because the bus turns to replace the shipping containers. Fairhaven City now up in the 1st place position, followed by Police National. I keep wanting to say Police National. That's like technically what it is. Even though I have an American accent. But in any event, they are going to be rounding the 1st and 2nd place positions. What is the 3rd place position? It looks like a lot of ground to make up, actually, as a matter of fact. Fairhaven City car is going to take a little bit of a while. Transit Police car coming in for the 3rd place, going to be trying to find his time to strike, going to be proving that he is one of the best cars. Here's Mississippi State Trooper as well, trying to see if he can manage to break the 3-way tie for 2nd. Yes, that is what my brain was wanting to say for about 3 years.
You know, I'm surprised that the round didn't just end on the beach turn like always. What do you think about that?
These rounds are completely random, my friend Devion. They don't always end on the beach turn. It usually depends on certain circumstances. Usually the beach turn is where some of the first interesting things happen. It's very uncommon that it's not very common that interesting things happen before the beach turn. But yeah, the beach turn is what changes things up and makes the round a true free-for-all. Here is the runner coming over to the jump straight once more, ladies and gentlemen, for the 2nd lap around our track. Police Interceptor, Police Grand Marshal is in the back, still trying to see what they can do, but there is a lot of distance between the runner and those police, ladies and gentlemen. I like the cinematic camera, by the way.
Yeah, I changed it up in the settings so it does more like helicopter cameras.
Down to a little bit. Oh, Fairhaven City coming in, trying to see what he can do. Yep, he is going to make contact with the runner, ladies and gentlemen. No, will the runner stay up, or will Fairhaven City cause the runner to spin out as all the other cars come in for the kill? Fairhaven City not able to turn that contact into a point. French National going to try and push his way past. Fairhaven City, misses. Goes off the rock into the pileup. French National Police now moving ahead for the first place position, followed closely by our former champion, Transit Police. So fair, it's not managing to make something happen in before that beat turn. Runner still moving ahead. It's going to be a very interesting round, ladies and gentlemen.
Crazy how, like, now the rookie in his second round is in first place in contention to win this round.
Yes, I completely agree. So the rookie managing to stick with it and being rewarded with that first place position. Don't know if he'll be able to translate that into a point, but he is definitely poised to see. He is definitely poised to prove himself in this round. However, his competition is very stiff, as just behind him is the Transit Police Car, our former champion. Our former champion, a very menacing competitor here and a very skilled competitor with much experience. Over in third place, I believe, is the Mississippi State Trooper Car. So another one. Yes, here he is. Still with that rear bumper damage, unfortunately. Followed by NYPD Auxiliary. I don't even know where NYPD really came from. But yeah, very hefty lineup here. The runner is still going strong, and this round is anyone's game, ladies, except for people flipped over, unless they're respawn. This round is basically anyone's game, ladies and gentlemen. The French National Police Car, followed by the Transit Police Car, as well as all the other cars. The runner now moving up around this particular cliff turn that we haven't actually named yet. French National now catching up, but has to slow down for the turn. Runner going to be springing ahead a little bit, putting more distance between him and the police cars. Yeah, so here comes the French National Police Car trying to see what he can do, but just doesn't really have the speed. Transit Police as well doing what he can. This is basically a battle for first between the newcomer and the former champion, ladies and gentlemen, which is ironic because the former champion doesn't have a lead at the moment in this tournament. That lead's still going to Police Interceptor in case anyone needs a reminder. Rounding out this turn once more, moving over to the jump straight for the third time. We'll see if that beach turn. That beach turn is a men's place turn. That's basically where everything happens. That beach turn and that time is like where 90% of the run then. But the runner now picking up speed and down the jump straight. Ladies and gentlemen, trying to put some distance between him and the police, even though he is not really competing. French National screams over the jump though. Looks like he's going a bit fast, keeping up with the runner. It looks like he may be able to catch up and try to do what Fairhaven City could not pull off. Fortunately, there's a bit of distance between him and the runner, though. Not sure if it'll be able to work, but he's got to pull off something fast because the beach turn is just up ahead. Never mind, the beach turn is here. Will he be able to go down? Oh, he will be able to actually flip the rock, tip maneuver the runner into the rock. Transit Police moving in, bumping the rock. This is the stage over now. I'm up in there, sorry, now coming into the lineup. Yeah, it looks like the runner is stuck. So, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like our rookie, the French National Police Car, gets a successful pit maneuver into the rock, and he will be scoring himself a point in this tournament, ladies and gentlemen. As I said before, not every brand new car wins the first round they participate in. Sometimes you just got to stick with it, and then you will be rewarded by your patience. Patience, then slow and steady wins wars.
Do you think, okay. Who is angry at French again? Who's angry at this French?
LCPD Beta. LCPD Beta is the dirty player.
Okay. Do you think LCPD Beta is a bit annoyed that that the French police cars won his second tournament? I mean, oh my god, I cannot speak.
Words.
Okay. Do you believe LCPD Beta is a bit annoyed that the French police car has so much initial success?
Possibly, yes, because he was not able. He was the first car to be introduced. Well, one of the first new cars to be introduced in this tournament, and he has not managed to. Actually, he did kind of have a similar success. Looks like he's a bit jealous looking into the mirror because he did have some success. He did manage to win round 9.5, but perhaps he is indeed jealous of the newcomer French National Police Car for having perhaps a much greater success.
Shout out to the 3 Grand Marshals that piled up here, like, early in the round.
Yeah. Shout out to the 3 Grand Marshals that were out. Shout out to Fairhaven City for trying to make something happen in the town, but unfortunately it was not to be for that particular run.
And that concludes this round of the episode. On to next one.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for round number 12, the final round of episode.
And that concludes this round of the episode. On to next one.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for round number 12, the final round of episode 4. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. For the final round, the lineup has been reset, and our first position is the Mississippi State Trooper Car, securing himself a second point, proving himself to need some time to get that steam and that momentum going, but is actually a very solid competitor here. In a three-way tie for second place. I mean, not first place. We'll see if he can manage to break we'll see if any car can manage to break that tie in this round, as a matter of fact. In the second position, our current leader, the police interceptor, almost invisible, though, in a way. I haven't really seen him do anything, despite the fact that he does have 3 points, and he is currently in first place. But, however, with 3 other cars having 2 points, it seems that his lead may be challenged, perhaps very soon. In our third place position, one of our underdogs, Fairhaven City, a fighter, a car that will not quit, despite the fact that I think he only has 1 point. Let me just go ahead and check my notes. Oh, he actually has no points, not 1 point. Yeah, so Fairhaven City, the car that will not quit. Despite having no points, he has proven himself to have that competitive spirit. And we'll see if he can actually translate that competitive spirit into the first points of this tournament for him, ladies and gentlemen. In the next position is the French National Police car, our newcomer with a very handsome performance record. Here, securing himself 1 point in that previous round, not able to make anything happen in round 10. But incurring the wrath of the LCPD beta car, we'll see if he'll be able to handle the heat, ladies and gentlemen, and get it. It's a pun because of the police. We'll see if he'll be able to handle the heat, ladies and gentlemen, and get himself up to 2 points, perhaps even up to that leader position. Transit Police car, our former champion, basically needs no introduction, but still hasn't really managed to do a whole lot. Maybe just biding his time because, as I said, patience does win wars a lot of the time. That is a quote from a very wise man. But in any event, the transit police car will have a bit of ground to make up, especially if he wants to break the 3-way tie and challenge the police interceptor car for that leader position. Over in the next position is the LCPD beta car. Bit of some shady dealings here. Very angry at the French National Police car for some reason. Does, however, have a point under his belt to show that he is also a fearsome competitor and just a fearsome competitor. Nothing really else to say about that. We'll see if he'll manage to get himself a second point. Hey, wait, don't go to the. Hold on, wait, I wasn't finished. Meanwhile, the LCPD beta car, yes, a fearsome competitor. We'll see if he'll be able to get himself in the running for that second place or first place position. The next car, ladies and gentlemen, the NYPD auxiliary car, who does have 2 points here. The third car out of 3 that is currently challenging each other for that first place tie position. There is still a 3-way tie for second, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if he'll be able to make the city of New York proud and break that tie in order to challenge the police interceptor's current leader position. And finally, Blasco City Police Department needs no introduction as well, representing BeamNG.drive itself. No points at the moment, but does have that same fighting spirit as Fairhaven City. We'll see if he'll be able to get himself his first point on the board and prove that he is just as formidable as some of the other hectic competitors in this game. On any event, activate your lights, turn on your sirens, fasten your seatbelts, and start your engines, because the final round of episode 4, round number 12, is about to begin. And here they are, ladies and gentlemen, Mississippi State Trooper rounding up the first position, police interceptor, current leader in second, Fairhaven City in third, looking to make something happen. Same with the French National Police car, trying to put himself on the board. Transit Police car looking to break that 3-way tie. LCPD beta, don't even know what's going on with him. NYPD auxiliary also looking to break that 3-way tie. And Blasco City trying to make BeamNG.drive itself proud here in this game. As the cars reach the ditch turn, ladies and gentlemen, looks like police interceptors up in front, actually. Looks like something may have happened with Mississippi. Probably something to do with that hill over there. So Fairhaven now in second place. Mississippi State Trooper now in third. Bumping to the wall. What's happening with him? Could it be foul play, ladies and gentlemen? I would not be surprised if it was foul play, if this car was sabotage or something. Throwing down, bumping into the hill. What is going on with him? Bumps into the French National Police. What is going on in Mississippi? I think there's something wrong. Transit Police manages to overtake a position. Looks like he actually overtakes the position to make it to third place. Mississippi, I'm actually wonder what's going on here. Looks like a bit of a traffic pileup between LCPD beta and the Police National car that will be fixed by our event coordinator here, ladies and gentlemen. How are things going over at the runner's side? Runner is still screaming down the straight, ladies and gentlemen. Police interceptor moving in. Current leader looking maybe possibly to round out his lead. Maybe offended by the fact that I said he's been invisible, not really done anything. Maybe he's gonna prove me wrong by getting a point, or will he? Maybe he will just fly up the cliff. Almost bumps into maybe Fairhaven and Police Interceptor battling for that position. Fairhaven City wins now up in the front position. Going to be moving ahead. Oh, does he make contact with the runner? Yes, the runner has been hit maneuver, ladies and gentlemen. Runner is now going over Runner is now going back. Here's Transit Police car. Will he get the head-on collision? Misses the head-on collision. I can't believe, ladies and gentlemen, but here comes French National Police once again.
2 in a row, maybe? Nope.
Misses the head-on collision. So does El Speedy Beta. Blasco City misses it as well, but here comes NYPD Auxiliary with the head-on collision as well, but the runner is still going, ladies and gentlemen. The runner is now moving forward once again. It's a massive pile-up for his here. Where is Fairhaven City? Mississippi State Trooper a little bit busted. Police intercept trying to move. Fairhaven City just kind of parked on the barrier. Where's the runner, though? Probably right here. Yes, here's the runner. Fairhaven City bumps into the runner once again. Bit of a light hit, though. Not really sure what he'll be able to be doing. Looks like another bit of a traffic pile up here between these cars. Ladies and gentlemen, what an amazing round coming out here. But no clear winner, no clear front runner. Fairhaven City, however, close to the runner at the moment. But this is definitely anybody's game, especially because the Transit Police car is trying to get himself back into the fight. I need to breathe.
I think all these drivers are lacking a brain or something.
Yeah, all the drivers are lacking a brain. They're also lacking enough support to get up there, but they are going to be helped right now by our event coordinator. How are things going up with the runner's side as all the cars get going? Transit Police in Fairhaven now moving in for the runner. The runner, by the way, going super slow, I think. Yep. Oh, actually, no, the runner is kind of like driving on the side. Hope he doesn't hit a tree. He does hit a tree, ladies and gentlemen, on his side now. Will anyone come over here and no, he's still going. Oh, here comes Transit Police as well, and Fairhaven City, two of our most competitive cars. Transit Police screaming in. He hit, I held my breath, I couldn't see through the smoke. Both of them actually wiping out, the runner going slow, but none of them managing to get that head-on collision. The runner bumped into a tree, ladies and gentlemen. The runner looks to be basically stopped by Mother Nature, but we can't award Mother Nature the point because Mother Nature is not a Grand Marshal. So this round, what do you think about the outcome of this round, my good friend Devion?
I feel like someone's gonna come over this turn just as I say it and probably gonna take the win.
Indeed. It is NYPD Auxiliary, the person behind this hectic round, the one who got that early pit maneuver. That head-on pit maneuver, I mean. Oh wait, no, airhead. I don't have any memory. My memory doesn't work. But yeah, they did hit the runner. Here comes LCPD Beta as well, screaming in. I think brakes do work. However, I thought he might crash into someone. So I don't know who could be declared a winner in this round. I actually have no idea who could be declared a winner. Who do you think should be declared the winner, if anyone? Oh, poor Transit, please. Glasgow City and French National, but stuck. I don't know. I honestly want to say that round is a draw because the runner was not stopped. The runner just ended up getting hit by trees. The runner kind of stopped himself. I think that constitutes a draw for this tournament. What do you think?
Wait, hold on. The runner might still run.
Or an inconclusive run. It'd be funny if he still runs. Oh my god, yeah, the runner still runs. Stopped only by Mother Nature. So yeah, I guess this round is still going. Ladies and gentlemen, the plot twist.
Plot twist.
Transit Police just needs to drive forward like 5 feet and we'll win. Oh boy, but LCPD Beta now coming in. That dirty car here. Oh, LCPD Beta just goes right past the run. Yeah, did the runner actually hit Transit Police? Oh my god. Yep, Transit Police slightly nudges the runner.
This is probably like the slowest chase of all time.
World's slowest chase, yeah. It's like the sloth from Zootopia. Is the runner still running?
Maybe.
Is he rolling?
Nope, he is not running.
Alright, well. I honestly wanted to declare that round inconclusive because that was not a traditional stop by a police car, ladies and gentlemen. That was just the runner crashing into a tree. and then died.
So, a half round, or you want to just have a draw between multiple cars?
I'm going to consider that round a draw. Round 12 is a inconclusive draw, and maybe we can have ourselves a round 12.5 and make up for it.
Round 12.5 it is. So welcome back. This is round 12.5, and in order to make this a little bit quicker, we have turned off AI awareness for the runner, which means the runner would be less aware of the other cars, and therefore make the round end much faster.
Very interesting tactic here, Devion. Perhaps the runner will definitely run even faster. Who knows? But in any event, activate your sirens. I've said that like 40 times. It is time for round 12.5 to begin. And round 12.5 has begun, ladies and gentlemen. A bit of a backup here. What the frick is Police Interceptor doing? Doing himself a bit of a victory donut, I guess, because he has 3 points. Bloating a little bit, putting himself back, trying to block Transit Police as well. LCPD Beta overtakes Transit Police as a result of that. Frick, NYPD Auxiliary as well. Police Interceptor, the leader, it looks like he's going right to his head, putting Transit Police back in the last position. Extremely rude of him. Mississippi State Trooper now will be running at that first place position, followed by Fairhaven City, as well as Police National as a result of that. Looks like Police Interceptor trying to make this round a little bit more interesting for us. It would be amazing if Transit Police like just comes out of nowhere in the game after that. Fairhaven City in second place, Police National in third. Police Interceptor trying to regain all the positions that he's lost. Staying in fourth though. NYPD Auxiliary now in fifth. Glasgow City in sixth. LCPD Beta. Wait, maybe LCPD Beta in sixth. Never mind. Plot twist. Glasgow City now in seventh, and Transit Police, unfortunately, in last at the moment. Meanwhile, it looks like the runners now coming down the incline, followed closely by some of the other police interceptors in this game. Rounding out the turn here at the bottom of the incline, looks like Mississippi State Trooper flies into a tree. Frick! Bit of a bad day for him. Fairhaven City. What happened to Fairhaven City? Fairhaven City does the same thing, unfortunately. So French National now in the first place position, followed by Police Interceptor in second again. Fairhaven City in third, unfortunately, still running despite that strike with the tree. And NYPD Auxiliary now in fourth, and the runner is still moving ahead, trying to escape the cars. All of the interceptors are now moving into the forest, ladies and gentlemen, notorious for screwing with the AI sometimes and causing some cars to go into the trees. French Police National still in first place at the moment, but the runner has now reached the jump straight, ladies and gentlemen. He will be picking up speed, trying to put distance between him and the pursuing police cars. Reaching up to the jump, but the sirens clearly indicate, yep, there's the lineup of cars just behind him. Almost wipes out just a little bit there on that jump straight. Moving around to the long turn here, coming into the town. Here comes French National, though. Will he be able to make something happen? He is slowing down, though, at the moment. Police in Fairhaven City goes into the grass in the background over there. Police Interceptor still in second place. Fairhaven City still looks like French National. Looks like he may be able to make something happen. Wipes him out on the beach turn. He is on the beach now. Police Interceptor scratches into that rock for the 40th time at the moment. Fairhaven City crashes as well, but it looks like the runner is still going. I don't know if that would be considered a traditional swap or if because he's still, I don't know.
If his car still runs, it's perfectly fine. Like, I think he should be pulled back onto the road. Like, the Grand Marshals get a chance, right?
I don't know, but like every time.
Look, he even made it up that hill. I think it's fine.
I don't know. And now there's a huge giant pile up here. How's that for a thumbnail? Anyway, runner's still going along. I think. You know what? To make it fair, you should respawn French National. Because I think they're in the water.
They are indeed in the water.
I noticed with the AI awareness off, the runner was a lot better at like driving around that mess very quickly. Runner now rounding out the lap. French National, by the way, has been respawned. It is only fair because we are continuing this round. They are still in the first place position. They will definitely be awarded a point if they manage to make that same sort of thing happen again. Glasgow City, however, on the last place underdog in second place at the moment, just behind. Transit Police, though, trying to come in for that third place position. Just behind him is, I can't really tell from this distance, probably NYPD Auxiliary. I was correct. That is NYPD Auxiliary. Yep, LCPD Beta now running up the next position just behind that. It looks like some of the other cars have not managed to arrive here, ladies and gentlemen, in the chase. Police Interceptor, I think, is caught, for example. Mississippi State Trooper also caught in a tree somewhere. Rounding out the first turn, which, by the way, has been swapped out for shipping containers for some reason, but in any event, French National Police still holding that pole position. Glasgow City trying to challenge it, and our hefty transit police car former champion seeing what he can do in third. NYPD Auxiliary in fourth, and LCPD Beta in fifth. Looks like 3 cars are currently not present, ladies and gentlemen. Mississippi State Trooper, Police Interceptor, and someone else that I'm not remembering. Fairhaven City, I believe, is not currently here at the moment, yes. Oh, looks like a bit of a position attempts to change positions back there, ladies and gentlemen, but unfortunately not able to. As the cars round around this round around this turn. Here comes the force, ladies and gentlemen. The runner moving around there. Yep. We'll see if the force will cause any of these cars to be eliminated. Well, not eliminated per se, like crashed. That's what I mean. But the jump straight is here, ladies and gentlemen. For yet another time, the runner moving across this jump straight, picking up speed. Despite the massive wreck that he incurred earlier, he is now picking up speed. But so are the pursuing cars just behind him.
You think France gonna take the victory after all that?
If France manages to do the same thing that they did in the first patch of the beach turn, then yes, they will definitely be awarded the point. Let's see if they manage to do it, though. They do, ladies and gentlemen. Pits him right into the rock. Glasgow City smashes into the rock. Transit Police comes in here for the third. Beta wiped out as well. French National Police, ladies and gentlemen, I can't believe it manages to pull off the same thing twice. Even managing to just crash into the runner, still running despite having a lot of front-end damage, proving himself to be just as strong as some of his American competitors, and yes, will be awarded the point for that, ladies and gentlemen. Round 12.5 goes to the French National Police car once again, after they proved that they can literally make the same win happen twice. So congratulations to the French National Police car, which has shot up to tied for second place once again. So there are now 4 cars tied for second, ladies and gentlemen, just behind the police interceptor, which is so managed to not make anything happen except one round where he could did it don't happen.
So here comes the time of the episode where we choose a car to eliminate. So what are your choices?
Yikes! I have no idea. Right? I don't know. Let's see. French National we can't eliminate, obviously. NYPD Auxiliary is tied for second. Transit Police tied for second. LPD Beta has a point. I'll play. Raven City fought, not get eliminated. So did Glasgow City. Police Interceptor did nothing, but he's the leader. Who does that leave? That leaves no one. Hold on, wait. Let me actually check this. So we have 4 cars that are tied for second. We have LCPD Beta. We have Police Interceptor who's in the lead. And then Fairhaven and Glasgow both have no points, but they fought they've not been eliminated. That literally leaves no one. There's no one to eliminate. It's really awful.
No one to eliminate for the second episode in the row. Wow. Wow, what a surprise.
I eliminated Gavril last round, and it was painful because I didn't want to. So yeah, there's literally no one to eliminate her.
NYPD. Think about what did he do this round? Nothing.
Didn't really do anything, yeah, but he does have 2 points, and there's now a 4-way tie for first. So I mean, you know,
a 4-way tie for first? What? Really?
He did. Yeah, it's a 4-way. Not for second. Second, I mean. He also did get that pretty nice ram in the previous round. I mean, it's nothing. Police Interceptor is the one that did nothing, but he's currently in the lead, so we literally can't do that.
We gotta eliminate one of them. Glasgow City. Glasgow City has been how long, and does he have a point?
Nah, he fought. Give him one more episode.
We need someone to eliminate.
Fairhaven, Glasgow fought. No, they fought.
NYPD. It's gotta be NYPD. There's he's done nothing.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, sadly the word back from our judges is that the NYPD auxiliary car will be eliminated here in this round. I wasn't really a huge fan of doing that myself, but I didn't really do a lot. Oh no. Police Interceptor is absolutely insane as the leader. Transit Police car is the world champion. Mississippi State Trooper won around. French National Police is insane. LPD Beta is insane. Fairhaven really fighting hard. Glasgow City fighting hard. Just not managing to get the points even though they're fighting hard, but maybe they will one day. Yeah, NYPD Auxiliary, I guess, got all his points pretty much years in the past. I don't know.
So that's it. NYPD Auxiliary has been eliminated from the Grand Marshal tournament.
And that means, ladies and gentlemen, that our 4-way tie has been cut down to a 3-way tie. Our current leaderboard stands Police Interceptor with 3 points, but hasn't managed to get another round in about 30 years. Transit Police car with 2 points. Not not really bringing out that same ferocity we saw in the 15-round tournament that we did. Mississippi State Trooper with absolutely unpredictable, also with 2 points. French National Police gathering 2 points in the first round that he was introduced in. So that's going to be very hefty competition for the Transit Police Cars and the Police Interceptors. So yes, there is a 3-way tie for second. LCPD Beta with 1 point, but perhaps some points from shady tactics, including literally sabotaging Mississippi State Trooper. That's an allegation, though. The investigation hasn't finished yet. And Fairhaven City, as well as Velasco City, both the underdogs with no points, but have proven that they can fight very hard to not get eliminated. And we'll see if they. Fairhaven City, I swear, like every round, Fairhaven City just does their best, and it's like just not enough for some reason. I don't know. I don't know why. I believe in them, though. I believe they get a point. They'll get a point. They will. I don't know when, but they will. I believe in them. Velasco City, I believe in them less, but I just believe in them too. But yeah, those are our leaderboards, ladies and gentlemen. And as for who will replace the MIPD auxiliary, well, that is something that you'll have to find out by clicking the next video as soon as it comes out, ladies and gentlemen. But in any event, that will do it, ladies and gentlemen, for episode 4. We are Devion and UsernameHere, your co-commentators, and we will be signing off and seeing you in the next episode.